Hi, I'm Eric Berry from the Starfleet Escape podcast, and you're listening to another great Four-Eyed Radio product. For more shows, check out foureyedradio.com.
It's your good pal, Steve-O from the 4i Radio Network. I'm here to talk to you about a wonderful designer we all know, Revenge Lover. Illustrates and designs that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, please visit revengelover.com. And just do yourself a favor and tell them Steve-O sent you. I know it really doesn't count for anything, but, I mean, come on. Who are you gonna trust? You gonna trust somebody else? No, you're gonna trust me, Steve-O. Because, face it, I'm awesome.
I'm Mike Turner.
I'm John Turner.
And you are listening to
the Brothers Turner Podcast.
Episode 72 brings us special guests.
Papa Sus.
Papa Sus in the building. Let's stay together.
Come on.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is all right with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. And I want to spend my life with you. Me say things, baby, since we've been together. Ooh, loving you forever.
Oh, that one feels good, doesn't
That one
it?
feels real good. Let's stay together. That feels as good as the company that we have right now.
That's a heater.
That
is
is
a
a
heater.
That's a heated song right there. That's a heated pool.
It's passionate.
Papa Sus is in the building.
In the building, and he's feeling himself. How you feeling, Dave?
I've never felt better.
That's so cool.
Now, to those of you who don't know who Papa Sus is, I'm talking about the one and only David Anthony Stanislaus Suszko.
That's right. That's my confirmation name, by the way.
It is. I remember.
That's in the eyes of the Lord.
Stanislaus.
That's in the eyes of the Lord.
Sure.
Stanislaus. I think I picked it like Daniel. A lot of people picked a smaller name, David.
Yeah, but you know, I went through the book and I found the funniest name I could, and I said, that's the one. And I found out he's actually a fucking boss.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know much about
Yeah.
Stanislaus.
Here's the Cliff's Notes. They cut him into 4 pieces, put him at the 4 corners of the fucking town. He came and rose up, morphed back together, and cut some cat's head off.
Well, that's when you finished reading that, you were like, yeah, this is it, right?
Sounds
When
like-
you finish reading that, you got a baby on.
That sounds like
That's
how I
true.
envisioned
Had
Braveheart
a
too.
baby arm. I think Braveheart was a true story, but I don't know that there's a sequel coming
Wasn't
to
the
that
sequel
one.
to Braveheart.
No, I'm pretty sure that was a true story.
Thought he got his body back.
Will
together.
Wallace is coming back. That'd be cool.
And-
I'm Willie Wallace.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I digress. Yes, Papa Sus is visiting from Houston, and we know David from our youth. John, this is what'd you say?
How long do you say we've known each other?
I mean, we go back 2nd, 3rd grade. We met. You didn't want to be my friend for a while, which is understandable.
Hey, dude, too cool for school.
Dude,
I heard. Did you smell bad, or what was the deal?
I mean, I still smell bad,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That checks
Yeah.
out.
And back then, dude, it was tough,
Dude,
bud.
back then, JT could get away with not washing his socks. Nobody really smelled it. You know what I mean?
Dude, JT's got the worst smelling feet.
It's bad. It's bad.
I'll tell you
It's
right
gotten
now.
a little bit better.
No, you know, I was that
Still the
kid.
worst.
You know, I came into
I know
town.
it's not great. I'm not. Yeah.
You're not
Sorry.
the worst, but you're in the top 2.
Go ahead.
He's in the top 5 worst smelling feet of all time.
Yeah,
Plus,
yeah.
he's a Mets guy.
Jesus, are we starting this? Are we starting this right now? Mets guy?
Tough. This is a tough loss. How'd you take that?
Unbelievable.
You were born,
that
you were
tough?
born in.
I was born in New
born
York.
in New
But
York
I'm not the one
City.
posting pictures, having mom crawl through crates looking for pictures of you in a Mets jacket. Fucking kidding me?
You're a Jets Mets guy. I was
Not a
born
Jets
in
Mets guy.
Cincinnati. I was young enough to not know what I was wearing.
Absolutely. You wore Indians hats all the time.
What is
You
the
were
deal
my
with
older
that?
brother. You're supposed to guide me in a way that I wouldn't be wearing this shit.
What is this? What is that movie? Marlon Brando. You're my older brother. You're supposed to look out for me.
But seriously, what is the deal with the Indians? Did you burn that?
Well, I went to Jacobs Field in my youth, and it was purchased. And
It
I
sounds
wore
like a
it.
terrible excuse.
This was before I understood the importance of Barry Larkin. Okay,
It was 94. How could you not understand the importance of him?
8 years old, I was caught up in things.
You were 8 years old and you didn't understand the importance of Barry Larkin?
No, I did.
That's
at
a
that point.
bad.
Yeah.
I did
that's
in
a
that point.
bad
You know
excuse.
what? Kenny Lofton was kind of cool to me.
Oh, there you go. Be honest. Honesty's better.
I didn't understand the how much I hated. At that age, you don't know hate. I hate the city of
I
Cleveland
guess you're
at
right.
this point.
You're right.
Um,
I learned hate at a young age.
I don't think I hated the Cleveland Indians until I realized what the whole city of Cleveland represented to me, and that was, not a good thing, not a positive thing. I don't even like the Cavs.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I don't have any NBA team to hate them for.
I
but
like
don't
I like LeBron. I'm a fan of LeBron.
I don't
but
like the
but
Cavs.
I'm an asshole.
I like LeBron.
I don't like the Cavs.
You don't like
I'm
the Cavs?
going to go ahead and be honest. I hate Cleveland. Cleveland is
I don't like the
crippling
whole
depression.
city.
There we
No,
go.
it's
Yeah.
crippling depression, and I hate Pittsburgh. And you know what else? I didn't
Oh
want
my
to.
God.
I didn't want to get into this
Not so
too
early.
early,
Yeah.
but I want to open something up. So there's another thing I hate. I hate cats from Cincinnati
Okay.
that move to Chicago
Oh.
and root for the fucking Cubs.
Oh
Yeah.
my God!
Come
Are you
on.
preaching the choir. Or
Dude.
what? Dude?
And then they come with this story, right? They're like, oh, well, I mean, I root for Cincinnati first, but then...
No, dude, you own Cubs gear.
dude,
They are in the same division,
They're
bro.
in the same division. They're wearing Cubs gear in like public and shit.
Dude,
yeah, and no, that's tough. You know what? And there's no excuse too, because you go to a city with an option. I'll give you an out, dude. You need an AL team.
Sure.
like
Take
the
an AL
Sox.
team.
Go for it.
Like the Sox.
Scrappy team. Robbie V is fucking coaching.
Kidding me?
Yeah, that's great.
Are you kidding me?
That is
Dude,
great.
Is Burley still pitching for them?
That's what I'm saying.
I hope he
Now,
is. He's
I
been
will say this. I mean, Wrigley Field's incredible. I'll give them that. That's a bar. It's the world's greatest outdoor bar. So I get that they want to go to the game and stuff, but you're getting your Cubs hats on and stuff. Come on, guys. You're better than that.
I don't understand it. But you know what? It actually... I was listening to you
Great
guys
point,
the
by
other
way,
day,
David.
and
Now, Corey Middleton wears his red stuff. I don't think I've ever seen him.
respect.
I'm talking about Parsons Reds fan.
Yeah.
Thomas Reds fan. But now there's some questionable cats out there. Ryan Sweet. Love that guy, Reds fan.
yeah,
I don't think he cares either way, though.
Cats get questionable though. the other thing that I was listening to you guys the other day, and I found a correlation. You were talking about how you hate
And when
UCLA.
you're pointing at me.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
Michael.
sorry.
Yeah.
Michael.
See how easy it happens.
You, sir.
Sorry for the burp in the mic. That's also funny to me about the show.
Yeah.
You were talking about how you hate UCLA and how they're baby bears.
Oh yeah,
The
little
Cubs,
baby bears.
The Cubs are also baby
Cubs
bears.
are baby bears. I don't like baby bears. Well, it's like, first of all, I guess we're blessed in the fact that our fanhood, at least in the Bengals' perspective, is apex predator.
Tiger. Bengal tiger.
As a Sun Devil, dude, I'm the devil. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a devil. You know, like, I was out on the end of the outside of the Rose Bowl telling them preaching the word of the devil.
Good Lord.
Well, that was a little aggressive.
Jesus.
But you know what? I'm a devil. Okay? Also a tiger.
Wow, dude.
Dude, the Reds? Yeah, Mr. Redlegs might not be ominous.
But he's
he's
old
been
school.
putting it down
Yeah,
since
for years. The oldest guy out there.
1869.
The Devil's
So he-
been doing it since just after Adam.
Yeah.
He kicked him
Devil's
out of
been doing it
there,
for a long time.
and he started getting going. Yeah, are we talking Lucifer or just like his?
I'm talking
any of the devils?
The devil. Yeah, well,
The
there's
devil.
many.
Yeah, I'm
many.
talking Lucifer.
Yeah, Lucifer is
Yeah.
what I'm referring to
Yeah.
as well. I feel like he's not.
Beelzebub.
The Sun Devil is one of Lucifer's dudes. He's definitely connected through lineage.
Certainly. Now, you doubled up on the Tigers. You got Bengals and Clemmy.
Yeah, it's a strong year right now.
No,
And
but I mean,
we-
just rooting for Predators.
I like to think that the Clemson Tigers are also Bengal Tigers. I mean, their colors would lend me to believe that
Siberian?
they are in fact a Bengal Tiger.
Bengal
Well,
Tiger.
the nice thing about being a Clemson Tiger and keeping it vague is you can kind of pick and choose. Because I'll tell you right now, Siberian Tiger, if you guys go on the road and it's inclement weather, wouldn't you rather be
Snow.
a Siberian Tiger?
That's a very
Certainly.
good point.
Bengal-
You go
much
to
more
LSU,
agile. You guys-
might have to go to LSU or play LSU in the Final Four. God willing, you get there. Bayou Bengal, they're a little pigeonholed, right?
Yeah.
Siberian Tiger is going to be a little bit more muscular.
Truth.
Not as
Truth.
agile, but I don't know. I feel like there's a benefit there.
Agility is one of your strong suits there in Clemmy.
It's key. It's key. You know, the offense is strong. Defense looks good. I think the biggest thing, we got Dabo.
You love Dabo. I
God.
love Dabo.
I mean, just a good, wholesome human being. You know,
Bring your own guts, dude. BYOG. Did you see him say that?
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did. He said it right after they beat Notre Dame, right?
He's been saying a lot of good things. Just,
He
being
just said,
ranked number one.
I told him, BYOG, bring your own guts. Oh my God, it was amazing.
This cat is a soundbite waiting to happen. And you know what the best thing about him is? He's not Steve Spurrier.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about him. Earlier today on ESPN, they kind of compared the two, and I shut the TV off.
You really don't like that guy.
That's how you feel about, where's South Carolina? Charleston?
They're in Columbia.
Columbia,
Columbia.
South Carolina.
Yeah, and you guys talk a lot about Tucson being kind of like
Same
a pit
feelings.
type of a town where there's
Tucson's
not really a
garbage.
whole
How do you
lot
feel about
going
Columbia?
on.
Garbage.
If Tucson fucked Cleveland, that's Columbia.
There we go.
Woo!
Wow.
I never thought
kid,
about that.
Dude. Hell of a kid.
And I'm disturbed thinking about it.
Well, it was funny because when he was walking in, Dave's like, "Oh, beautiful town," but he's in the foothills. He's not in there
Tucson?
with the
It's got
dog.
some spots.
I was
A lot of
never-
people have some spots, dude. I've been in Euclid and in Cleveland too. You know what I'm saying? Avon Lake's not that bad.
Avon Lake is nice, bro. I got a customer there.
Dude,
I got a customer there. It's
I'm
nice.
saying, yeah, like, dude, there's Cleveland's got its spots too, dude. A lot of people have spots in different cities, dude.
Right.
Doesn't mean that the whole. I got some nice spots on my asshole. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I'll vouch for them.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah,
I don't want you,
you know
to
what?
prove
But
it
as a
either.
whole, not a good spot.
As a whole, I like what you did there.
I know.
It's clever.
That is gross.
So, and you went. So we all went to the same high school. We grew up in the same community, and then you went to Clemson, and you've been repping this hard. Now, I think the one corresponding thing that we have too, me and you specifically. I went to Arizona State, and that's a team. We have teams historically that get hot, get hyped, and drop the ball.
Yeah.
This year, ASU went ahead and dropped the ball week 1.
Right.
And then again,
Start the season
week,
with ball
and
drop,
then
yeah.
again week 4. And it's just been tough.
Yeah.
But, and I'm always rooting for you guys because you guys have the same type of thing. But don't you think it's interesting that I feel like the Cincinnati sports lineage has followed us to our universities? It's tough.
The letdown.
It is a tough situation rooting for the Clemson Tigers.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same? Like you're almost you don't want to give yourself a whole fully to them because they're going to break your heart. The same way the Bengals sometimes.
Here's how
Isn't
I feel.
it easier to go blindly into a college, like blindly optimistic into college teams? I feel like I do.
Yeah, I actually.
How do you feel?
I feel like pro teams, to me, I don't get as emotionally attached to
Right.
because, you know, it's a money-making business and all that, not that college is not.
Yeah.
But
Papa's still paying tuition over here.
yeah, and the players are still getting paid as
Yeah,
well. But
yeah.
no, you know, here's how I feel. I mean, they came out, they're ranked number 1. You know, obviously I'm proud because that's my squad, but at the same time, it is early, bro.
In the
Still,
I mean,
games to be played.
Dude, we got
Dude,
Florida
you got
State
Florida
this
State.
weekend.
You got Florida State.
Let's
and then-
talk next week.
Yeah.
Who else do you have? What's another? Oh, well, you have to play the championship game, which looks like UNC at this point. We don't know. You never know.
Never know.
Championship game is
Never
always
know.
tough.
Come on.
Well, do you have any other
UNC.
big roadblocks? This
Well,
would be a big victory if
I
we
mean,
beat
look,
Florida State.
look, if we read our own clippings, Dalvin Cook can get in that ass in a hurry, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
But if we get through Florida State, then the next thing I'm worried about, we got to go to South Carolina at home and
Big
you know,
rivalry.
big rivalry, and they're embarrassed. They've had a shitty.
Oh, this is their Super Bowl. This is their.
They've had a
championship.
shitty career as a college, really. You know, certainly
Best thing they ever produced was Hootie.
the best thing they ever produced was firing Steve Spurrier. That was actually the best thing they've ever done.
He retired.
Other than
He
firing
he
Lou
retired.
Holtz.
Yeah.
Firing Lou Holtz, firing Steve Spurrier, 1 and 2 on their export list.
Oh, dude.
But after that, we got
The
vitriol
use of
right there.
export, though.
we have the ACC championship, which if the ACC actually gets their big boy pants on, they'll recall that Miami win, give it back to Duke.
Oh, that's not
Thank
gonna
you.
count.
Yeah,
I was saying the same thing.
I thought it was cool. Fuck Duke.
strap your balls on and fucking make the right call. But they're not going to do that.
He was
So
down
it's-
at the 25.
I mean, we can get into
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no, let's
Yeah.
not get
Well,
into
we're
it.
getting either way, but Clemson looks good this year, and I always feel like as an ASU fan last year we were number 6 in the nation, and we had control in our court, and we just needed to fucking not lose to Oregon State. I'm getting worked up just thinking about it, but
You see it in his face? I see it all the time. I love when someone else is here because I can just see him getting
oh
a
my
little-
god, but it's almost like I guess being a Bengals fan, being a Reds fan, I'm a Bearcats fan. I don't know if were you repping Bearcats real hard growing up?
I mean, look,
it's just you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Sometimes. It's tough.
Here's how
It's
I
tough.
feel about the Bearcats. I like them. I'm gonna root for them whenever they're playing, unless they're playing my squads.
Didn't your sister go to Xavier?
No, my
No,
dad
Dad?
got an MBA at Xavier.
Okay.
Jesus.
But I root for Cincinnati and I root for Xavier. If they're playing somebody random, hell yeah, I'm rooting for them. Why the fuck not? From Cincinnati, keeping it hood. But if they're playing Clemtown, no, I'm not rooting for the Bearcats. I'm rooting for Clemtown.
I think Xavier to me it goes Pittsburgh Steelers. Xavier U of A is tough. Like I fucking hate those teams, dude. The Cardinals are up there. This is my top 5 of
Cardinals
hate.
or
Cardinals,
the
St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, okay, we can
Both,
talk about
really.
that.
It's tough. Like those 4 teams
Rip
to me are
Pino.
just hate. The Steelers are probably number 1 overall. But I fucking hate Xavier. Now, I'm getting worked up about that too. But we are from Cincinnati, and we do have to hate certain people, certain things. And one thing I did want to talk about was just being from the Natty.
Oh, sure. Like I was saying before you brought up my smelly feet.
Yeah.
We've known each other since 3rd grade. I remember you came back from Louisiana.
Yeah,
If I'm
Louisiana, man.
Louisiana.
I remember.
Louisiana.
You put a little Louisiana.
Louisiana.
I like to say Louisiana. Is that too country?
I don't think that's correct.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Louisiana?
Louisiana.
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 Look at this. I can say Louisville without moving my mouth. Louisville. Louisville.
Most of them
He's
do
not
not move their
lying.
mouth.
He's not lying. His mouth is not moving.
Louisville. That's Louisville.
But
Go on.
David came back from Louisiana, and just remember, I think we're on a basketball court or something, over by Alex Moore's house, and a beautiful friendship began.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Had its ups and downs. Always been very close, very dear to my heart, and your whole family. Really, I've been through some tough times, and your brother, sister, mother, and father were all incredible to me. And if they're listening, I have nothing but love for all of them.
I mean, and certainly not in that order. I mean, if we're throwing out love, number 1, Mama Sus is a saint.
Of course.
Number 2, Papa Sus. The rest of them, I mean, they try.
Oh, dude, Drew, they try hard. Drew Suszko is one of my favorite dudes in the world.
He's a strong man.
Give respect. Give respect. Give respect
He's a strong
to
man.
the older brother. That man is amazing.
He's a strong man. No, he is. No, yeah. So I kind of rolled into town out of Louisiana. I mean, I was the kid from out of town, and everybody was from there. Right?
What grade was that?
2nd, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's tough, though.
But
And
you
then
had
I
been
rolled
there.
out.
You had been there.
No. I was
Okay,
born in
okay.
Cincinnati. I left when I was 3. I came back when I was 9, and I left again when I was 10.
You were born in Cincinnati, though.
I was born at
He's got one up on you.
I was born at
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
Children's Hospital in Cincinnati.
Christ Hospital. It's important.
It's important. It's important. I actually know somebody randomly that I met.
Columbia
20
Presbyterian, Manhattan, New York.
That's a strong.
That's a strong third
I met
choice.
somebody 25 years later that was probably born on the same day in the same hospital as me. How crazy is that shit?
That's exciting.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but so I rolled into town, and then I rolled directly out of town, and I
Okay.
moved to Pennsylvania. So, I was
Dark
in and out
days.
like double
Dark
Dutch,
days.
right? And I didn't,
Great
but
reference.
I made friends with John, and we were acquaintances. And then when I came back, we really started getting pretty heated around junior high school.
Yeah.
That's when we
Yeah.
figured out we were
You
both
guys really took
In love
off.
with Chris Farley as a
loved
person.
Farley. Also loved just doing everything wrong in class.
Don't
and
you think
getting-
it's interesting the connections that you make with people, considering who you're friends with now? But there was that moment in 5th, 6th, whatever grade
A
it
spark.
was.
I think it was the most.
Do you guys think it was Chris Farley? That's interesting to me.
I remember crying with John when Chris Farley died.
Yeah.
The night he died. I
Cried.
remember we had a
That's
had a
crazy.
concert that evening.
night?
You guys were in choir.
We
together,
were in
right?
choir,
Yeah.
and we had a concert that evening, and we found out. I found out on the way over to the concert, and
I remember turning that. I do remember seeing you, and we both started crying. Chris Farley was. I mean, I'm not as sad as I was then, but honestly, he was God to me for a while there. Like
Yeah.
literally the funniest man on the planet.
Yeah.
You liked him and Jim Carrey.
Loved
You were Jim Carrey for a year.
And it was
of your life.
also when you meet someone. What's so exciting about that when you're that age and you meet someone like when I met David and he makes you like when you find out another person is funny at that age, it's like the
Right.
craziest feeling in the world.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah, that's
dude,
what I
this
was gonna
guy
touch on.
is-
Don't
This
you-
guy's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know that he gets what I'm saying. I get what he's saying.
Right. because humor, the connection that humor can have, if you are funny, which we were blessed to be fucking hilarious.
Right.
No,
Top,
but you
top
know,
5 percentile.
you know our family growing up and like our dad and all that shit. I mean, we were very funny people. We get it for the most part. And I always think most of my close relationships, you just touch on something that's funny. It's humor that makes the initial connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you hope they don't fuck your girlfriend too much as you move forward.
Too much?
Especially your dad.
Are you saying just once?
One
Once
time,
is cool,
you'll
dude.
fight him.
You do it again, though. I swear to God, man.
Yeah.
Quit fucking my girlfriend.
You guys call me a bitch 13 or 14 more times. I'm leaving.
Good God.
Squeaks
No, but yeah,
glory.
it's fun. And then when they say something, and when you that initial funny, and then it goes deeper, and all of a sudden you guys just get along with everything. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's good.
It really is. It was awesome. And then all through high school, he went to Clemmy, went and visited him out at Clemmy a couple times.
You always treated me well in high school, too. I
Yeah,
was the
man.
younger brother. You guys
Absolutely.
would...
That's how
you
it
guys
is.
would just... Yeah, it was a beautiful thing.
I mean,
remember-
go ahead.
I was going to say, I remember a couple episodes I was talking about, we were playing brand new, and I'll never forget, I think our mother was out of town, and we threw a party at our apartment, which was so reckless.
Yeah.
And
8 people.
we were on the back patio, and you guys were playing Soccer Amaretto Lime so loud, and I'll never forget that being like, first of all, this song matters so much to them right now. It's crazy, and I'm uncomfortable.
We were emotional.
yeah.
We're emotional.
Secondly, it was just cool. You guys took me. I was the young kid. We were just.
We wanted
guys
you
were
there.
trying to force beer down my throat, and I was trying to drink it, but also throw up every couple of beers because I couldn't hang. But also telling you guys, "Oh man, we're drunk." But you guys were always cool to me. I always appreciate it.
We wanted you there.
Yeah.
I think that was the same party you and Ricky Shireen went at it in
Oh,
the quarters
God,
competition.
Yeah, that was it.
That
I
was-
remember that.
Do you remember that?
That's why
There
I
was
didn't-
no
I
winner
didn't
in that
get
one.
it.
Well, there was one loser, and it was me. Now, I've only lost 2 drinking challenges. That's one. The other one was when you bet me in my basement that I couldn't chug 4 beers in 4 minutes.
Me or you? I bet
You bet me, and I made it to 3.75, and then I projectile vomited.
And he wasn't going to be
And
able
it
to
was
pay
just
up.
foam.
He wasn't going to be able to
It
pay
was
up.
like a horror
I
film.
needed him to throw up.
It was like a horror film. I mean, just a projectile stream of foam.
Yeah, dude. It gets it
beautiful.
going in a real way. And I remember you losing that to Ricky. That was a good night though.
Ricky. Fuck you, Ricky, if you're listening.
I love Ricky.
If
I
you
hope
want to
he
go
is.
at it again, Rick, I am game. I am game. Let's go right now.
Fun. And is Ricky, is his full name Richard?
No, it's Rafiq Ahmed Aziz Muhammad Shireen.
That's right.
It's not Richard at all.
Also, that's a twist off, Dave.
Yeah,
Next
I
time
was
you
going to let him know, but
I don't know what to do with my hands. Just now give me
pretty
a
fun.
fucking
Dave was trying to open a balloon.
Dave
and
is,
took about 2 minutes.
that's beautiful. But yeah, and so we are. We're all from Cincinnati, which is beautiful, and John and I obviously live here in Phoenix. We've been here. I've been here for a decade plus. Before that, just another name on the bus. But David, you've been in Houston now, and you went to Clemmy.
Yeah.
For 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, you
And
know.
then you're in Houston. The importance of being from Cincinnati and other atmospheres, I guess. Don't you feel like it's such a powerful... Being from Cincinnati, I feel like... I don't know what it is, but we always get along with people, and people fucking respect us. We're good people, and we know how to fucking treat people. What do you guys think?
That's true.
Here's what I
Raised
think. I mean,
right.
I left.
Raised right.
I left when I was 18, and I pretty much have not been back. And I've been blessed to go all over the U.S. and all over the world. And what I find about the Midwest is they understand what people are about, what they're interested in, and once you understand that, you can go anywhere you want, and people want the same shit. They just want a good life. They want to have a good time. They don't want to deal with the bullshit. And that's what I like about the Midwest. And when you go to the South, you know, I see a lot of similarities, a couple differences, a lot of similarities, really nice people. So what I always say is the closest thing to the South is actually the Midwest.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
I see
Because
that.
it's good people, a lot of, core family values, that sort of thing. But they don't have that hood factor. And that's what I like about being from the Natty. That's what I like
Certainly
about
have
it.
that.
Natty
fact.
specifically has... Isn't that a weird thing? I feel like people are always like... I don't know. They're always just... There is like a look...
I lived
where
on
they're
Short Vine for a year.
He saw dead
Tell him,
bodies
I
on
lived-
the
I'm
regular.
not making that shit up. Like I lived on Short Vine for a year. It was
They
fucking
saw 2 people burned alive.
yeah.
Pulling out of the... What the...
I'm not
it's
like
living
making
in
it up. It was
Beirut.
fucking crazy, dude.
It is crazy. Just the yeah, just a little bit. I always call it. It's just a little bit of grime. We got a nice level of griminess to us, and we like to stay grimy, and it travels well.
It travels well.
And people are intrigued by it.
You've just
I feel
seen
like,
some
too.
shit. You're not so. I don't know. I'm not like I don't know. When you're like, oh, you don't want to go to the avenues. I'm like, I've been on the avenues, or like, it's scarier than the
You
avenues.
haven't been on these avenues.
Come on,
dude. These are beautiful avenues. That's good things, dude.
Dude, I mean,
You want to get some tapatillas?
Seen some shit. There's sometimes Carolina tells me, it's like, I remember she told me the story about where she got caught trespassing.
Oh, isn't that adorable when they?
Yeah, and you're like, listen, you don't want to tell them the whole thing, but you're like, I know, trespassing.
They got to
that's
say the
crazy.
whole thing, though, right?
Yeah, they're
'Cause
telling
you
me, like, and then my dad was so mad at me.
here's what I like about the hood factor. Two things. One, strong shoe game. Still have it to this day.
Certainly.
Second is when I travel, and I've been in all sorts of cultures. I mean, you can get into some spots when you travel because you don't know where the hell you're going. And you get to some city, and all of a sudden you're in some spot. But what's interesting when I'm traveling with my wife, we'll get into a spot and she'll freak out and she'll be like, "We gotta get out of here." I'm like,
calm down.
We are good.
Yeah.
Just calm down.
Yeah.
Walk
It's making
straight.
Right.
Put your hands in your
Right.
pockets and don't fuck
Avoid
with
eye
anybody.
contact. Yeah.
Yeah,
And we'll be fine.
And we'll be fine. And we'll be fine. You know what taught me that? Short vine.
Yeah.
Noah Katz's crib.
Don't look at anybody's house. Don't
Well,
look
just
in
keep walking.
Just mind your own business.
You
Mind your
belong
own
there
business.
just like the
Now,
rest of them. Don't fuck with people that are there
There's a
already,
percentage of guys or of pieces of shit who are going to attack you no matter
Yeah.
what. But
Yeah.
for the most part, if you keep to yourself, you'll be all right.
though. Right.
The other thing I'll say, and I learned this from Noah Katz when he was on Short Vine,
Oh, God.
is if they fuck with you, fuck with them back a little bit in a
Right.
polite, respectful way.
Right.
Oh, if they're like jabbing.
If they're jabbing at you, hit them with some fucking English, bro.
Right. Yeah. Well, I always think that's one of the better things that
Don't say,
growing up in
please leave me
Cincinnati,
alone, sir.
in Cincinnati taught myself and all of us being quick with the shit. Like, we can talk some shit.
Yeah.
And it's not like disrespectful. If anything, I think, and it's translated to my comedy very well, is I talk shit in a way where the one person I want to be laughing the most is the person I'm talking shit about.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fucking unique skill set. And I really do think that I learned that in Cincinnati.
Yeah, game recognized game.
Yeah, and hoes do too.
Yeah, you can tell. You're looking at them like, I'm making fun of you, but I want you to laugh. You're not.
Yeah.
I'm not like. You're not doing it
Oh,
in like
I'm
a
roasting
malicious
you.
like.
It's a roast.
yeah.
Oh,
Just,
dude.
lets everybody
Yeah.
have a good time, but at the same time, you need to step your chick game up because she is beat.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Your girl is beat.
Yeah.
The girl's 100% busted.
See, I got the opposite thing, dude. I'm gonna keep it real with you. My wife is a good-looking woman,
She absolutely is.
and we get in the streets in Cincinnati, and she gets hollered at.
Oh,
she
yeah.
gets a little uncomfortable, and I got to hit these brothers with. Yeah, you wish you could get that, bro. You wish you could get that. You need
You're
to
coming home with
you need
me,
to step
brother.
your game
Yeah,
up.
where
Coming
you at?
home with
And
me.
then we get to like the next alley, and she's looking at me all quiet, like, "Why'd you talk back at me?"
Because you
I'm
got
like,
to. Moo got to.
You know what that is? Bengal tiger in the jungle.
Apex predator.
Apex predator.
Predator, dude.
I'm not backing down.
It's my territory.
Yeah.
I had to explain to somebody today what an apex predator was. I
Well,
was
they
so
don't.
mad.
They don't get it.
Oh, I was like, "Wow, how do you not know what an apex predator is?" I guess I've been saying it too much.
Right.
And you've
Haven't
read
you
into
ever-
have you ever read into something so much, then you say it, and they're like, "What do you mean you don't know that?" I'm like, "Of course I don't know that." And then you realize maybe that's a weird thing to just. Know
I don't study
everything
food chains regularly, John.
What? How do you not know what apex
does
is,
a lot.
though? Yeah, I study food chains. You talking about me?
about. Conspiracy theories. That's the thing. People might dive in a little bit, like on like the shallow end of the pool, and he's been watching some stuff.
He built it.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
waiting.
He's in the deep end. He's already in the deep end of the pool. So they're like, "Oh yeah, all that 9/11 stuff." And he's like, "Did you know this?" It's
Did
good.
you?
Dude, he built his own pool because he wasn't comfortable swimming in the other pool. You
Exactly.
know what I
Oh,
mean?
dude, you know what the other
Chipotle,
pool is?
dude. He'll be at lunch saying this
Dude,
stuff.
everybody else is dipping their toes in the baby pool on these things, dude. I'm fucking
Dive,
swimming out
dude.
there. I'm on
Gainer.
I'm on
dive.
the, yeah, I'm
Gainer.
on that
Double
water.
gainer.
Yeah, how deep is my water? Deep enough to do a high dive
Yeah.
and get a nice little fucking form on it. You won't hit the bottom. Come on in,
Or will you? Building 7.
bottom out.
That was good.
Um,
Felt nice.
the natty's important.
It is. And what is I'd like to ask you, what is H now, do you feel like I don't hear an accent from you, but you get some guys who leave and go
H-Town.
down there and y'all all of a sudden y'all picking up this, you know what I mean? You're like, you ain't talking like that. But you get some good guys to go down there and do that. You didn't do that. I like that about you.
No, here's what I will say.
I would have done that. I appease the people. Go on.
I lived in South Carolina, which is the deep South.
Right.
Right. And I live in Houston, and I will say, when you're actually there and you're around the people that are there, you do naturally
they come out.
You do naturally speak more
when
like
you're
them.
in a conversation with them.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you almost try to mimic people sometimes to make them
I think
comfortable.
I think it's just natural.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
mean, if you're socially fucking conscious and not a fucking weirdo, you're going to do that, right?
Right.
But I think that the thing that's nice about the Midwest is it's the only place that doesn't really have an accent.
Right.
So
there's no accent here either.
I mean, and when I say the Midwest, I mean Ohio and not fucking Minnesota because they have a weird ass accent. Or
Michigan does too. Yeah.
Use guys. Use.
Chicago too. They got the Polish guys. The whole thing.
Yeah, no, where we're from, there's a belt of, I would say Indiana, Ohio.
It's very bland. It's really quite bland.
I was not.
I
I
say
was
you
not
guys.
gonna
I remember going on spring break, and they would everybody down there would say y'all.
Yeah.
And they were making fun of us for saying you guys, and then you're thinking, is it weird to say you guys?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't know that it is. You guys are saying y'all,
I
and your name is Lane.
motherfuckers.
You know what I
You
mean?
motherfuckers.
I don't know. I've never thought too much into the language.
I just remember when I
portion
was 16 thinking like maybe I'm weird.
But I think where you were going with that is do I feel like I'm from Texas?
Right. Now that you've been in the South
or
for
that
so
sort
long.
of thing. And
You bumping more UGK? You find yourself doing that? Be honest with me.
I will say this. I do. There's a couple things I know we're going to get into this that I disagree with this general group on, though I agree with you on 99.9% of the shit. One is that, there may be some negative opinions on country, and I think country has its place. But anyway.
Country music.
Music.
I like Zach Brown, what is it?
ZBB.
ZBB, Garth Brooks. I think the old shit was good.
Yeah?
I think they've lost their way.
Well, there's people that do well, and there's people that don't.
I think it's much like, you know what I would compare country to is my defense of hip-hop, current hip-hop now is it's horrible. The shit that you hear on the radio is horrible hip-hop, and it's not representing hip-hop at all.
Yeah.
But if you dig deep enough, and there's avenues to dig deep enough in, whether it be Spotify, whether it be SoundCloud, and get to the fucking shit that you like, you'll find that people are still making really good hip-hop.
That's right.
And arguably some of the best hip-hop has been in 2015. And I bet country is like that.
Yeah.
I don't dig deep into
What do you
stuff.
listen to with the country?
If you go into like Central Texas, like Austin music scene, you can just find some fucking good, these are cats that grew up with Towns Van Zandt and some of these motherfuckers that can just shred, right? But I mean, even on the mainstream country, there's a couple people I like. I mean, Brad Paisley can shred. I'm going to be honest with you.
He can play the guitar.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I would
shred.
never disrespect Brad
Paisley.
Dude, I'm talking like
play.
Florida Georgia Line and the
Oh, yeah, that's bullshit.
and the like.
And that's
right.
all
Like,
that's
and I think
and we
that's
don't
a
we don't
lot
dive
of it
in.
though. But that's a lot of what I see. It's garbage.
And I had to watch. I watched the CMAs last year. That was tough, dude.
Yeah,
you got these guys with like backward hats on, and
it's
What's
weird.
that called?
It's
the
weird.
CMAs. I
Oh,
watched it
it's
last
garbage,
year. I was
right?
like,
It's
what is
garbage.
this?
I never watched
You
it.
can't tell who is who. Where's Garth Brooks? Where's Alan Jackson?
Yeah, no, it's
Where's
garbage.
Alan Jackson?
Where is Alan fucking Jackson?
Where's Alan Jackson?
Way
down your
He's probably way down the channel.
I've seen Alan Jackson live and in fucking color, and you know what? That show was sick.
I believe that.
I believe that.
But
And
here's the
I
thing.
went. I saw Rascal Flatts. That was a good show.
Yeah, that's debatable.
Come on.
But here's
No
my,
comment.
Here's my point.
I was with a girlfriend. It wasn't just me solo. I got to get in there.
You better have gotten some pussy after watching Rascal Flatts. That's all
absolutely,
I'm saying.
man.
That's all I'm saying.
Just kidding.
Here's
We watched the movie.
Here's my point. I've lived all over the country and all over the world, and what's nice about that is that I've gotten experiences. What's not nice, to be honest, is when someone says, "Where are you from?" I say, "How much time do you have?" Right? I don't have that nostalgic. This is where I lay my head, and everybody knows my background and all that stuff. In Houston, I've almost lived in Texas as long as I've lived anywhere else. I mean, if I lived there
How
3
long
more
did you
years,
live in Cincinnati?
If I count it all up, probably 8, 9 years. Yeah.
Is that it?
Very formative years.
I mean, the important ones, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But don't you
6
think-
through 12.
Don't you think? Yeah, I guess I feel like John and I specifically, more so than even other people that still live in Cincinnati, are very defined by Cincinnati.
Sure.
I think that we're very natty cats, and I feel very close to that city. Do you feel that
Absolutely.
level of connection?
Absolutely.
Yeah, your formative years were Cincinnati,
Absolutely.
right?
I mean, look, it's
That's city
it's a
defining.
fucking
And
awesome town.
Yeah.
It's an awesome town. First of all, it's a drinking town, which I have a high level of respect for.
That is a drinking.
It's
Yeah.
a lazy river town.
It's a lazy river town, which I also enjoy. When you come to Texas, take you to the Guadalupe, another good lazy river. Anyway,
Take it to the water.
it is a town that is reviving itself, which I very much enjoy. Their food scene is on point right now.
Great. I like that that's your second point. Go on.
It is on point right now. They have a solid fucking music scene, actually. If you start really peeling back the layers, you can
Talking
see
about
some
blessed
good,
union of souls, dude.
you can see some good shit in Cincinnati
Yeah.
for free.
Right.
For fucking free.
Yeah.
It's a good town, man. Yeah. And by the way, yeah, and then we get into Reds Bengals.
Yeah, that's never going away.
And I am ride or die. I was in Tucson at a
Ride
JW
or die.
Marriott right before I got here, and we were at the fucking bar, and this cat was talking about the Bengals, and I turned around, I'm like, "You from Cincinnati? You Bengals fan?" And he's like, "Are you a Bengals fan?"
Isn't that a crazy? I will react that way. I react that way every time, and it's aggressive. But also, once they say yeah, it's on.
It's on.
Yeah,
and
it's
here was
totally
my,
on.
Here was my
How's
point
the
to one
combo?
of his buddies. You know, his buddy was like, "Oh yeah, he's a fucking Patriots fan." By the way, I hate them.
Damn it.
Dude.
But he's a Patriots fan, and he's like, you know, yeah, I mean, Bengals are good now. You know, how you feel about that? Blah blah. And I looked at him, and I said, "You know what? I feel fucking great about it." And let me explain something to you. When you like somebody who's terrible for a long time, then when they're good, shit gets fucking real.
You love them. You love
Shit
them.
gets fucking real.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's fine. You guys been good forever. You take it for granted. But when my boys are good, if they ever win the Super Bowl,
I'd
are you
cry.
kidding me
I'm gonna
right
cry.
now? Are you kidding me right now?
Do you ever really think about how you would react? I
No,
don't know how I
I
would
don't.
react. I feel like I'll cry, and I don't know what else after that.
I would absolutely
I feel
cry.
like-
I honestly, I don't know how I'd feel, and it's crazy to think. I had the conversation with Carolina the other day about how happy I've been with them, the way that they're playing, and how important it is to me, and how weird that sounds to say to a person who doesn't, you know, like she likes football and she's very supportive. But I'm like, I really like it's like the most important part of my week is watching that game.
It's a big deal.
I need them to. I want them to win, and oh man, it'd be awesome. We're playing really well. Hopefully, they win tomorrow.
Yeah. So this will be out on Thursday. So yeah, when you guys are listening to this, hopefully the Bengals are up in that ass. You know what? I hope somebody's listening to this and watching the Bengals Browns game.
Oh, that'd be great.
It'd be beautiful.
If you are, I hope we're up 14-0.
Can we get all right? 7 wins. We're 7-0. David, we haven't talked to you enough about the Bengals. I feel like we should probably actually after this visit schedule like maybe a weekly call where we can all kind of get all hands on deck and talk about the Bengals.
I would do that.
Can we commit to that moving
Yeah.
forward?
Certainly.
But what's been your favorite or most defining win for the Cincinnati Bengals this year?
Well, so my
Coming off a big one though,
yeah,
by the way.
I mean, I think the most defining win actually was against Seattle. To be honest, in my opinion, I mean, I love beating Pittsburgh.
Oh, always.
I mean, always, right? That game was a little bit garbage, to be honest, but that's fine. It was ugly.
I
It was
like-
just an
yeah,
ugly
yeah,
game.
yeah.
and it normally is. We're used to that.
Yeah.
With Pittsburgh,
Normally-
that's a battle.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
expected that. The Baltimore game
That
I
was
loved.
a garbage game, though. I mean, both of them looked like shit for a while.
But
though.
I would argue. Well, here, finish your point with Seattle. You thought Seattle though.
I think Seattle. I think my final point was Ben Roethlisberger's a rapist, and I'm done.
Good.
Great point.
That's it, yeah. Good
2
ending
guys
point.
bodied up
Period.
the fucking bathroom for him to hit some chick with a 2-minute offense.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
No huddle, dude.
There's
no
a no
condom.
huddle, 2-minute offense, no rubber, 2 pump dumper.
Go deep. Not that deep. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. You know what I mean? But
No,
why not?
I heard it.
Cut him down. He's not so big, Ben.
Got a little tiny pecker.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can see that. Probably did some steroids.
You know what I'm
Little
saying?
baby pecker.
Oh my lord.
He's got a pecker.
I would argue that Pittsburgh game I think was, first of all, you look at it We've never been 7-0 in the history of the franchise, so that's big.
Big.
We do it against Pittsburgh, who needed that game more than anything.
They're done.
We went to Pittsburgh and did that. So that's the only argument that I would say against Pittsburgh. But I love the Seahawks game. Those are two different games that both defined that we can win in two different ways. And fuck you.
And fuck you.
Also.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, not you guys, obviously. The ubiquitous you.
No,
Let's
you
stay
you
hot.
can say fuck you to me. That's fine.
Well, yeah,
That's
I
gonna
would
rub
if I
off-
meant
that's
it.
gonna-
I don't mean it. I'm
I
talking
think
about
that's part of the
everybody.
Cincinnati thing in all of us. If you say fuck you to someone else, sometimes you get a little upset about that. You can say fuck you to me. I'm fine with that.
Sensitive bitches. Get a grip. But other than that, yeah, so the Natty Bengals are doing well. Everything's good. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Other than that, how's life with you, David? You got a fucking
H-Town, baby.
H-Town, dude. You're John's most established friend, and I say that because you've known him for as long as most people, and you guys have been. You got a deep connection.
Absolutely.
I always love seeing you because you're like a brother to my brother. Therefore, you're a brother to me.
One of those guys
And-
that when we do go from times without talking for a long time. He's got a 2-year-old daughter, right? 2-year-old?
She's
Gonna
somewhere
be-
between 1 and 2.
There we go.
And that's what I was going to say as far as
And I know that he's
establishment.
busy, and you don't talk very much, but he's one of those guys, or one of those friends. You pick up the phone, it's right where you left off.
I might not talk to you for 3 years. I know if I called you, you got my back.
I got you.
It's a beautiful thing.
100%.
got you. When
So it's
you
a
need
good connection.
Yeah, when you need me, I'll be there.
And so, but what I was going to say too, yeah, with as far as established, dude, Papa Sus. You weren't kid when you introed yourself. You are Papa Sus.
You're a father.
Yeah. Papa Sus. dude. Married,
Kid.
child,
House,
grad school,
Established,
work.
dude. You got a foundation.
grad
under you,
school,
dude.
work.
John and I are on
It's a lot.
shaky ground.
Yeah,
It's
she's
a lot.
living in an
Dude,
apartment.
you guys may be
There's
making all
boxes
the right-
on the ground.
You may be making all the right decisions. I mean, dude, I go.
What's it like? What's the day-to-day like?
God, I don't sleep a lot, dude. I mean, this is a tumultuous time in my life. I mean, I got a very big job. You know, I got.
Oh, you're crushing it.
Well, I wouldn't. It didn't mean to sound like that. It's just a
I see
time
your watch.
consuming.
I noticed your watch, dude.
Saw when you walked in.
I see your watch, kid.
Oh my god!
I see the belt shoe combo. Are you kidding me with the
Dude,
belt
if
shoe
if
combo?
I take this
Swaggy.
belt off right now, you'll see the backside and you'll realize I have not bought a new belt.
Swaggy.
No. What I meant, it's just a time-consuming gig, and with the travel and everything. And then I'm in school right now, which is, I mean, it's like a full-time program. I mean,
What
I'm
are you
taking
doing?
almost 17 credit hours
Master
right now.
McGee right now?
Yeah,
What are you doing? NBA?
yeah.
Ugh.
On the
You son of a
weekends,
bitch,
bro.
on the
You better
weekends?
be
On
getting-
the
They better
weekends.
guaranteed that raise.
You don't tell my wife, bro. She would. I know that.
Okay.
You better pay me more, otherwise shit's gonna be bad at home. You know
It's
what I
better
mean?
be a cheddar boy move you're doing on
Fuck
the weekends.
me,
How often
bro.
are you out of town? How often are you
I
flying?
mean, I checked my United app. I've flown 32 segments on United this year.
What does that mean? To 32 trips? Segments?
So 32, like individual. I got in a plane and it went somewhere else.
Okay.
So that's like 18 round trips or whatever. And then it's not the only airline I fly, right? So I mean, it's a lot.
I'm learning right now.
Yeah.
It's
Segments.
a lot, right?
So it's a ton.
So and then I got the wife who's a fucking angel, and I got the baby who's, I mean, the light of my life. But dude,
Also
no,
a
right
little
now it's got to be
demonic at this
after
age.
at the
So,
same
like,
time.
hey,
It's like, hey, Papa Sus is trying to get some sleep, and you are screaming over
and
there.
you have developed a personality, and I'm not quite sure if I
Right.
like it. I mean, if she listens to this later, I might tell her, why you gotta scream when I got you watermelon instead of strawberries?
Why you gotta do
It's
me like
basically the same fucking food,
that? Yeah.
you know?
I would argue against that.
I
a little
come
bit.
home into
One's
chaos.
gonna be
Well, see, yeah,
much
they
more
both have
serious.
I'm in a dark place right now, Mike. I come home into chaos, okay?
What time? What time are you going to bed?
I mean, so my routine is I get up at 5. I'm in the office by 6:30.
You close to work?
No, I live in Houston. Nothing's closed.
Hey.
But I'm in
Local
the
references, we get it.
office by 6:30. I get home at 6. I help as best I can my wife, make dinner and put the daughter to bed, and then I study, from like 8 until 10, and then I pass it, and then I drink a scotch or something, and then
There
I
you
pass
go.
the fuck out. And then
You sneaking a J.O. in?
yeah.
I mean, I know she's got the kid. I'm just saying, you're probably not.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what you're asking me.
Oh, you know what? We can move on.
Okay.
I think that's best.
But yeah, that's it. That's it. It's that grind status.
I bet. What kind of now? The most important question: what kind of scotch you drinking there, bud?
You know, I
the scotch.
That's the most important question.
I like Macallan. It's always been a
The
staple
12,
for
the
me.
18.
Well, I can't afford the 18 a lot, so I'll drink the 12
I'm gonna
more
send you a
often.
bottle of the 18. I get it at price. I'll send you a bottle of the 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be
see
great.
This
your
is
watch.
worth the
You
trip.
should get that 18.
Yeah.
But you know what else I like? I like Lafroig.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
The 10-year.
Yeah, it's good.
That'll get it
Good
going. When I was
shit.
in Vegas, I had 2 of those at
Good
dinner, and
shit.
it really set a tone
You
for
know
the
what
rest of the
about
evening.
scotch though? Like some cats will they'll try and get too cute with it, and then you get into some fucking peaty shit, and it tastes like literally like you're drinking tree bark.
Gasoline,
It tastes like tree bark to me.
tree bark.
I'm
Okay.
like, what are you doing?
Have you tried this Japanese stuff, the yakamazi
I have had it
or
once.
the yamakaze? I could be saying it either way.
I understand what you're asking me, and I've had
Intense.
it once. It's intense.
Yeah, some of it's just like I think you're just drinking this to say you had a whole bottle of it or a cup. I'm like, this doesn't taste good.
That's it.
This is burning my throat.
It's a dick measuring contest.
Exactly. Oh, you haven't had that? I'll drink a whole bottle. Great. Did you
I
beat
picked
your
up
wife
the-
when you went home? Like, how drunk were you, man?
I don't know.
Yamakaze, wasn't that a wrestler in the WWF?
Could have been. Or a character from
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna. He would
Yokozuna.
sit on people's faces with his
Rikishi
butt
took that.
That was a huge
Yeah.
butt, dude.
I know.
We get the WWE Network if you want to watch something later on.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Incredible.
The that's crazy. I have not matured to Scotch yet.
Oh, it's great. Get in there. You're
I know.
20. You'll be 29 next
I've done the
month.
bourbon trail. I'm kind of getting. You know what? My palate is. I'm not a big straight liquor.
We could have some
drinker.
scotch tonight.
I'll go old fashioned stuff like that. I'll
I
drape
like
it up.
bourbon.
I like bourbon.
I like
too.
bourbon.
Yeah. Do you prefer when you get home? Is it Scotch or bourbon or both or whatever?
I have three staples. Actually, 5. I will make myself a dirty martini that will
Really?
Oh my god.
I'm not a huge vodka guy.
No. First of all,
He's
a
a gin guy.
It's
a martini for all those listening does not have vodka in it.
Ooh,
You're drinking gin martinis?
Yeah,
You
because
son of
I
a
have
bitch.
you're a
fucking
beef
hair on
eater,
my
aren't
balls.
you? You're a beef eater guy.
Tanqueray.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But
You
so
got any vermouth in there? You have no vermouth
No,
in
I have
there.
vermouth in there.
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, right.
And
You
then-
take the bottle and then put it back down.
Yeah,
And-
a little bit. A little bit.
Dirty.
Dirty.
And that's
With some
olive
blue cheese
juice,
olives.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You've always
yeah,
loved blue
you're
cheese
doing
olives.
it.
Yeah.
Are you making those yourself?
I'm making it myself. I'll make one.
I know
I'll make
you are.
one that'll take your fucking breath away. So
Now,
I
is
got-
this when you get home from work, or this is a
no,
weekend
this is
situation?
at 10 o'clock when I'm done with all the bullshit. Because I mean, when I'm telling you, when I got to study, I'm pounding. I live basically. I stay
Well,
awake.
you're good
on
at
coffee.
studying.
You're a
What's up
coffee
with
guy,
that?
Java.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm like, if you tested my blood, you'd be like, "Are you doing coke right now?" I mean, nope. I've just had 19 coffees since I got up this
Big
morning.
Java guy. Keurig?
Whatever.
Keurig, or what do you
works.
got going
We
at
got
the house?
Keurig. Yeah, we got the whole fucking.
You got
Keurig's
everything.
nice,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's nice.
It is nice.
It's like on demand. Nice.
I know.
Yeah.
It is
Boom,
nice.
pop it in
Convenient.
there. Next thing you know, it's ready to
Love
go.
innovation. It's great.
Oh, it's one of the best inventions of the last 7 years, at least.
At least, if not longer.
And I can't even imagine going back to school. That's crazy to me.
Dude, it's a lot. It's a lot. So,
Are you doing it? It's a cheddar boy move.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, better be.
Yeah, and
Because
just doing it for fun.
It's an investment into Papa Sus.
Yeah, and let me tell you, they don't take you for free.
No.
Yeah.
So,
God, no.
yeah, and I know you know.
Where are you going? Houston?
No, Rice University.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's
Proud of
Baseball.
you.
Are you playing
I'll say it
baseball
to
there,
them.
Joe?
Dallas.
It's a good baseball school.
They have a very good squad.
they got a
didn't
real
take
nice
I tried to walk on.
They didn't get you on?
I tried to walk on. You know,
good.
they said usually we're trying to see cats throw 90 to 95.
Right.
We're not taking a constant change-up pitcher that throws
Right.
60 miles an hour.
Also striking
consistently.
out on most at bats. Yeah.
You didn't let
You
them
went
know
0 for 4 and you gave up 5 runs
That's
in
pretty
one
good.
inning. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good for you. Get out
Bro,
there,
you ever seen Bronson Arroyo?
Did the same goddamn thing, dude.
I love Bronson Arroyo. Dude, you should have gone in there and
that's
just
good.
let them know. Look, they call me Van Gogh, kid. Dude, I'm painting. out there.
Corners?
That was all I
dude.
had, actually.
You're paying
that was
corners.
all I had growing up.
I saw you as a center fielder.
Well, so when growing up, I was a third baseman.
Third baseman, I
and
remember
was a
because I was
pitcher.
on third. We played your team, and your dad was third base coach. I'll never forget the story. Dad was third base coach. You were at third base. I was on third base because that's where I stayed at, triples and doubles and all that. You know
They
what I'm
used to call
saying?
you the Hoover down there.
Yeah. What's that?
Scooping it all up, vacuum, just.
I was
suck-
actually I was running the bases. Dave was playing third.
How'd you stay at third then?
What's
you
that?
triple guy?
Oh, sure. That was fast when I was younger. Absolutely. But
Yeah, that went away quick.
yeah, it did go away. But I was at that age. I was fast. I had the longest legs on the
Yeah,
team.
inside the Parker Grand Slam.
I did.
Never
But
forget
your dad started singing. Oh man, your dad was always up on the newest singer-songwriter.
He does it like.
And does he still
a
stay?
folksy cat.
I'm not kidding you, dude. The most amazing. He'd be like, "You guys have heard of this guy? This is Jordan Kaufman." And you're like, "I've never heard of this
I've
guy."
never heard of
Did
this
you
guy.
pick it up at a Starbucks? Where did you get
Yeah,
this
where did
CD?
you get this? Where did you get this?
Dave would
like
always
that.
be like, "Dad, no one has heard of him." But then he would play a track.
50% end up being like semi-popular.
You'd be like,
Right.
"All right, this is kind of good." But he
That
was
will-
singing
Is
that,
that not just like all of us though? Do you not still force music on people?
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time, all the time,
All
every day.
day.
all day.
I'll
all
give
day.
it homework. People probably hate me. I'll be at work like, "You need to go home and listen to this song.
You need to
and
go.
get your life together."
Oh yeah, I'll tell somebody. And the thing is, when I look at them, I'll look them right in the eye. I'll hold on, maintain eye contact, and let them know you need to let that album play until it bruises your soul. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just fucking let them, dude. Kendrick Lamar,
Let him know. Let him know.
Night moves.
Night Move, Seeger. I've been preaching Seeger for the past 3 years. I blame you.
I've been preaching Seeger
Don't
my
blame me.
whole life.
I know. Yeah, I haven't been doing Seeger enough.
That's my childhood. Seeger and Mark Cohn. That's
Mark Cohn.
That's my childhood.
You guys are out of control.
No, dude, his dad would play deep cuts from Mark Cohn.
Deep
I'm not talking
Cuts,
about Walking
dude.
to Memphis.
Yeah,
that was
that's
the
what I was
last
gonna
song
say.
he
That's
played.
Yeah, we're not talking Walking in Memphis. We're not even talking that album.
B-side,
Dude,
Not
B-side,
even B-side. Later album.
I have
rarities and
4
remixes.
Mark Cohn albums.
Great voice.
Great.
Oh,
Great
I remember
singer-songwriter.
that. Yeah, Walking to Memphis is great.
I was going to bring something back up because we got into country and it was one area that I
Music
disagreed
is important.
with
Oh
you
yeah,
guys.
we'd like to disagree stuff. Please, bring
So
it.
there's that actually wasn't one of the ones I was thinking about. There's really 2 things I've disagreed. One for each with you on.
Please.
And really, there's one disagreement and one just glaring thing I need to point out. So, so the first is the glaring thing I need to point out, and I can't remember which one it was, but somebody thought that Keanu Reeves was Bill S. Preston Esquire.
That was him.
Okay, so they're both directed at you then. That is an amateur move.
He's Ted.
He's Ted.
Yeah.
How do you not know that?
I didn't rewatch those films over and over as a youth.
Did you not grow up in America?
I
I
you know, I
we did. That was something we did.
that
a
was
lot.
actually, I was more like, I mean,
you
Bill and
too
Ted
young
was
for that?
big. No,
He's
Bill
only 2 years
I
younger.
watched Bill and Ted all the time, but I didn't, I mean, movies that were on repeat for me were, I mean, yeah, I was 2 years below you guys.
I know.
So there is that. And
He's
that,
so
and that
young and
doesn't-
virile.
The thing is, that sounds
not
like
a lot.
not a lot.
It
at
is a
this
lot,
age.
though.
It's so much.
Your brother's 2 years older
kidding
than you,
me?
right?
Are you
It's
kidding
so
me?
much. Like the ones that I would
Your
repeat.
brother's 2 years older than you, right? Or 1 year?
20 months, almost
20
2
months,
years,
yeah.
and
So
it is a difference.
I
That's
would,
an absolute
and I would play on repeat different movies. I mean, it would be more. Dude, basketball was big for me.
It's big for me too.
That was when
It's a
I was
strong
like
film.
I was like 12 when that came out. You know what I mean? Fucking
I'll be over at your place laying carpet.
Five-O Goes West. You know, things
So
like
good.
that. What's up?
It's a bit of a spectrum.
I'm just trying to paint a picture. Wayne's World was
Oh, yeah.
huge for me.
Big.
String?
It's a very large film for
but-
my life.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize, but I respect your tenacity in attacking me with that.
Yeah, so that's one, and then the other one, and I believe it's again directed at you. Maybe
Sure.
not, but if it is,
Most things.
if it's not, I apologize. But there was a reference in an early episode against Kesha, and I will say Kesha has her place.
Oh my
And I will
God.
say,
You might
I will
catch
say,
some flack from
I
both
will
of us
say
on
both
this.
of us.
I will
Yeah.
say, when you want to go insane, throw some glitter, make it rain. That's what you're going to do, okay? It's not going to happen all the time. It's not going to happen even regularly. It's
Does
not,
your wife like Kesha?
my wife does like Kesha.
Is this where it comes from?
This is not where it comes from. Here's where it comes from.
You
I
are
have-
a pop fan.
I like pop music.
I know you do.
I like all music. I have respect for people that carve out a niche. I do. In any genre. And I think Kesha, she has created like a legion of other chicks that are doing this like slutty pop shit. and I will say, dude,
You mean how Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera
no,
did
they
it
did that
before
for her because they didn't have that like hood twinge to it, right? I mean, she kind of threw in the hood twinge, and now you got all these other cats that are trying to do what she's doing. All I'm saying is, Kesha's got her place, and I will stand by
that place is outside.
Yeah, but that
the
place is
back door.
Well, and that's
near
right.
the
It's just left of a rumpy
dumpster. Yeah.
Dumpster.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's what it
dumpster.
is.
That's her place. It's inside
That
a garbage
doesn't mean
can.
that it's good.
No. I never said it was good music.
Because it's not. That would be a lie.
Because it's not.
Is your argument that she has a place? Because, dude, I can argue that for days. Adolf Hitler had a place.
Garbage.
Garbage.
That is a bit of a tangential argument. I do appreciate that you're trying to skew the situation right now.
Throw Hitler into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can do that with anything. Just throw
Like,
Hitler in the
everything
ball. I
has
guess
a place.
Hitler was a good.
Here's my point.
You're saying she carved out.
I think she carved
Spot
out a
for her
niche.
own.
I think she carved out a niche.
I respect
I do
that.
think in certain situations, like when you, for example, go to Skrillex concerts and shit like that,
He loves Skrillex.
there's a place for that niche. That's my point. And she's in that niche. She's in that weird fucking party world niche. And I'm not going to back
Coming
down
to
from
me
that.
for Skrillex.
Dude, Mike loves Skrillex.
Dude, he
concerts.
loves
Yeah.
Mike. I'm surprised he's not wearing a
I'm
glow
surprised he's
necklace
not
right
there now. Kygo was here at Maya on Friday. I
have
thought
no
you might
idea
have
what
gone
you're
there.
even talking about.
Neither do I.
You
Carolina
guys
was
are coming at the throne right now. Dude. Okay? I hate everything that Skrillex is about, but I was in Vegas, and I was doing Vegas things. I ended up at a
Skrillex
fucking
is a Vegas
Skrillex
thing.
concert, all right?
Did you spend any time in Las Vegas?
I've only been
Nevada.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you for the clarification.
Sure.
I've only spent maybe 3 or 4 times there, but I will say I went there for my 21st birthday. So the original Papa Sauce
Brought you there?
brought the whole fam, and I drank my first legal drink, which
Right.
John knows that was not certainly the first one in the
No.
line
Mr. Papa Giorgio.
at Ghost Bar.
Ghost
Oh,
Bar.
really?
So I was out on the
Is
deck.
that the
My
Palms?
first legal
It was at the
drink.
Palms, and my brother went to the bar with a $20 bill to buy drinks for the crew, and
ooh,
came back
found
with
out
quickly.
one drink for your boy. You know what he bought me? First drink, official drink that was legal, Hennessy and Hypnotic. I wanted to punch him in the motherfucking
Hulk.
face.
Thank you, Drew. That's a fantastic first
It's a
drink.
terrible first.
That's hilarious to him.
He's like, "Hey, got you that Incredible Hulk." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
I love
My
it.
first drink was
Much love, Drew Suszko.
was the Four Horsemen.
Oh, man.
Johnny, Jack,
Threw up on the
Johnny,
bar.
Jack,
Jim.
No, I didn't. Oh, later
Johnny,
that night.
Jack, Jim, Jose.
Jose, yeah.
The four.
And then so I was like, this
Good
is
friends.
fucked up. I'm going to throw up all over the bar. Somebody get me a chaser. My buddy got me a chaser, double Jack and Coke. He told me it was a Coke.
That's tough.
That's
That
just
is a
mean
tough
almost.
look.
That's the thing. It's your 21st birthday, but still, like, come on.
Come on,
Yeah,
come
sure.
on.
We were reckless.
I will say
You were
that-
there.
I was there. You threw up all over the bar. Then he got hit
Not
by a
that
car.
bar. Yeah, I did get hit by a
He got
car.
hit by a car. dude.
250.
He was so drunk he got hit by a car.
Excuse?
He got hit by a car, bounced off the car. I saw the whole thing happen from about 15 feet away. I'm furious. I just saw my brother get hit by a car.
Sure.
So the
Sure,
guy
it's
gets out. He's
awful.
wasted.
F250.
I'm trying to fight him.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Not
fight
just
him.
a car, yeah.
And people are holding me back, and Mike is so drunk he has no idea what has happened. So all of a sudden the guy's checking on Mike, like, "Are you all right?" And Mike's like, "I ain't doing." Shaking his hand. The guy who hit him with the car, shaking his hand.
You want to get a beer?
And then, oh man, it was. And then he finally realized what had happened. The best was the cops came and asked him what happened, and they're asking Mike because he got hit, and every other word is F because he's so drunk. He's saying fuck,
Yeah,
fuck.
sure.
And the guy goes, seriously, you need to stop using the F word, please. And he goes, all right. The fucking guy, and he's like, "Can anybody else explain the story?" And then we watched the guy get popped for
And they got
DUI.
DUI.
We
when
just sat
we
on
go
the
to
corner.
The bar and we leave the bar. And when we're leaving the bar,
The
he's
guy's-
getting a DUI.
It was great.
It was a victory.
Hit by a car though. 21st
Wow.
birthday. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. You know, I was going to say, you mentioned the Four Horsemen. So the first time I ever had a Four Horsemen, I was playing a game that you should definitely try sometime in your life.
I just had one last week.
And it's called I Buy You a Drink, You Buy Me a Drink.
Ooh, that sounds dangerous.
It is the funniest game you'll ever play at the bar. You have no control over what you're drinking, and it escalates quickly.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, all right, I'll get you this. I'll get you.
It
whatever.
escalates quickly to Four
yes.
Horsemen. Because, I mean, it's like,
quickly to 4
Two
because
Four
it's
Horsemen.
like, all right, I'm gonna buy, because somebody's got to be a wise ass, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna buy you a stout beer, and then somebody's like, well, I'm gonna buy you a Cosmopolitan.
Ooh.
Right, and then the next guy's like, "I'm going to buy you a Four Horsemen." I mean, there's not,
Jesus
it's not. It's a 6 degrees of Four Horsemen, and you're there very quickly.
We used to play.
When's the last time you had a Four Horsemen?
Probably 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think I only had one. I think I had
We're now
one.
at the age where you're like, listen, man, I'm not doing that. You can buy it if you want to. It's going to somebody else.
It's
So.
gonna be a waste of money.
Not taking it.
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult.
What was I going to say? I can't even remember. God damn it. Either way. But yeah, and other than that, what I was going to say too is we would talk about music and things like that. Movie-wise, you're a big movie guy,
Big
right?
movie guy.
I mean, you call me out on Bill and Ted and shit like that. As
Big
far
movie
as the
guy.
last couple of years, I mean, we've been doing this podcast year and a half, something like that. Anything really stuck out to you? Hitting you right here?
I am a big movie guy.
How do you find the time?
I don't. To be honest with you,
When's the last time you went to a theater to see a film?
I will be perfectly honest with you. Right
I want you to lie to me.
now. It's probably been 3 years since I went to the movie
Are
theater.
you serious?
So,
I'm dead serious.
like Netflix and...
Yeah, I watch them at home because I can't. I just can't.
But you know what though, with home entertainment, how it is, and
you can wait.
things. I mean, the thing is, I would say, dude, you didn't see Avatar, and that's crazy to me.
You
That
bring
you
it up-
haven't
Well,
watched.
that's
a couple times. You bring it up a couple times a month. It's also Jesus Christ.
It's also crazy. To
The
me.
fact that you watched it on a TV, and probably this TV that we're in front of right now, it's garbage. It's garbage. It's laughable.
It's
But
funny. To me
But
too.
like, there are certain movies like. So you didn't see Mad Max in theaters. That was only one of those. Well, first of all, you can see
didn't.
that movie. You did.
I did not see it in theaters.
You've seen it though.
I have watched it at my house. I will say I have a very, very
Good.
nice television at my house.
Yeah. No.
So
Dude,
it was.
You can imagine it though on the big screen.
I could imagine, but it's
Still
that's
badass.
a strong film. That's a strong
Still
film.
badass,
Yeah,
right?
You get all the lights off and everything?
Yeah.
Did you like that one then?
You son
I
of a
did.
bitch. Are you still putting Pam spray on your popcorn?
Oh my God! I will get after a half.
No, you will
a
not.
half a bottle of Pam on one.
Oh, dude, you know what this guy does to
Oh my
popcorn? Do you know what he does to
God.
popcorn?
No. Does
You're
he put
kidding
Choop
me,
on
dude?
it?
We're 31. How
Does he
old are
put
you now?
Choop on
Are you 30? Are you 30 or 31?
I'm 30.
He's 30. Oh my God. He would put, this is high school. I thought for sure this would have stopped.
Nah,
Okay, he would
Nah.
get a whole bag of popcorn, probably butter lovers already, right?
it's it's not the like extreme butter. It's just like the standard butter.
Anyways, he will then take a
Orville
bottle of
Redenbacher's,
Pam,
that's all I go.
Pam butter spray.
Oh,
Pam butter spray and layer it on the top. Mix it around. Layer another top. Mix it. Layer another top.
Four
Of
mixes.
butter spray.
4. I go 4. And salt. And salt.
This was high school. I thought for sure it had stopped.
Doctors say I have what's called
Dude,
a
that's
little bit of a weight
crazy.
problem.
Yeah. right.
Bear claws. They get lodged right here.
Oh my God.
What does your wife say? Has there ever been a moment where you have got to stop putting butter spray on the popcorn?
So here's what I'll say. You want me to be perfectly honest with you right now? She fucking thinks it's delicious. And here's
It
why.
is delicious.
'Cause
No
it
one's
is
arguing
delicious.
that.
'Cause it is.
No one's arguing
What's
that. It's
Pam doing?
delicious.
I don't know what Pam is.
Pam
Pam
will
is like
fuck
the
your
spray
shit up on some popcorn.
Really?
Yeah.
It's very good.
So you keep
No,
a
trust me, when-
steady supply of Pam at the cribbo.
I do. I mean, look, I don't eat popcorn a lot.
Do you call the crib the cribbo?
And now that I've listened to your show a lot, yes.
At the crib out.
I do keep the butter. So I keep 3 Pams in stock at all times. Butter, olive oil, and the grill formulation, because that's important when you have high heat situations out on the grill.
You're grilling a lot, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I grill a lot. I grill a lot.
I bet you do. You son of a bitch. Are
I
you
cook
still
a lot.
dipping tomatoes into ketchup and eating it?
I'm not, but you know what I still will fuck
Do you look
with?
back and say that maybe that was a crazy thing to do?
No, I don't. I stand by that
I
decision.
like that.
What I will fuck with on occasion, is I still will fuck with tomatoes with some like ranch and Parmesan cheese. But
Dude.
you know what I fuck with a lot is tomatoes, feta or Parmesan of some type, balsamic vinaigrette, and some spices.
I'll never forget.
some spices.
I will never forget this guy being pretty bummed at his house, and you made a homemade dressing. You were so drunk. It was one of those things where you're trying to talk to your boy, like, dude, stop, dude. You are so drunk.
But
You
how
cannot be
confident was
making.
he?
Oh, it's so angry at you. Like, dude, don't tell me what to do.
Do not tell
This is
me.
my kitchen. Get out of my face. Okay, dude. And he made.
Meanwhile, that's Mama Sus's kitchen. Let Mama Sus walk
dude, that
in there.
first one. Let Mama Sus walk in. That'd be
Yeah, not your kitchen.
so pissed. And dude, he was he had some Alfredo sauce cooking over here and something over here. The Alfredo sauce is popping, like literally flying out of the bowl. And we're like, Dave, and he's like, I got it. Oh, so good. And then he made his own dressing, and the best part was he didn't even eat the salad. The next day, we woke up in the basement where we would always go eat the food. He had not touched one thing that he made. He spent like an hour and a half. He sat down and passed out completely, and then said, what the fuck is this salad bowl doing here in the morning?
That's,
We're like,
you
and
said
we're,
that.
yeah, and we're like, dude.
I'll never forget you guys taking me in under your wing and bringing me over to Dave's basement and saying, hey, let's get Mikey Turner drunk. And then you were like, also, we drink Eversplunk.
Over here,
So
dude.
just know that.
Eversplunk.
You guys were my favorite in just defining new words to use.
We never really
It-
call anything by its real name. We
It
would
was
try
a
and
beautiful
find.
thing.
Yeah,
I
we
think
would
that's
always.
a very natty thing
Yeah.
too, or maybe that's just us.
You know what? I
don't
think
I
that
don't
we
know.
and you do that now,
Oh, we
but
still
it
do
was
it.
really we always would do that anyways. But it was really me and David and Daniel Hyatt,
D.
Daniel
Hyatt.
Hyatt.
Noah
D.
and-
Hyatt made that up.
and we would all kind of.
That Splunk.
And then Splunk was everywhere, but we never wanted to call anything really by its real name.
No.
Isn't it more
why?
fun?
Find
be
something to
creative.
rhyme with it, and
Yeah.
then you could kind of beat people to know what you're talking about.
I think that's probably the more accurate term
It
is
did-
that we
people
were
didn't-
trying to trick our parents.
Yes.
And talk openly about like breaking the law. and
What do you think
drinking
they
and
thought when
whatnot.
you said "Splunk"?
They probably were just
It's
like,
like, God, just
these
stop.
fucking idiot kids.
What's wrong
I mean,
with you?
Yeah.
Can
We
you
were
do
out
a
of control.
Splunk still?
That ever Splunk.
That's ridiculous. You know who adopted that pretty well? Sam Oxtein, my buddy, can do that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was a whole. I mean, Ben was doing that.
There's a
That's
whole
a whole.
movement.
That's
a
been
movement.
passed
That's a
down.
That's a movement.
That's been passed down.
That's beautiful. You guys are beautiful.
That's a
people.
moment in
yeah.
pop culture.
Absolutely. And
Should be.
DBS, remember them?
All I remember.
I don't think he remembers DBS.
I mean, all I remember is that you and I would literally wreak havoc on the city of Cincinnati at hours that no one was awake.
Oh yes.
I mean, we would go out on
Yeah.
school nights from like midnight until 4 a.m.
Yeah, and just like doing whatever we want to do. We were some
You
weird
guys,
cats,
I tell John
Weird.
this, and
but
I
best
was
friends. We would like
Yeah.
we would like loved nothing more than just to.
Splunk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was part of it.
Must-
That was part of it.
I
Lot
always
of
say
Splunk.
I was in the grade 2 years below you guys. I was familiar with the grade above me very much. I knew other grades. It was always in high school. You're always like, dude, that grade's crazy. You guys, the class of 2003 from Sycamore High School was easily the fucking most reckless,
Ridiculous.
rowdy, ridiculous. Most,
Yeah, we were. We were
you
out of
guys
control.
were. You guys put it down so hard, and the thing is, you guys have so many memories, which are awesome. It's fucking crazy. I always just like people try to say like, "Oh, we had so much fun in high school." I was like, dude, my brother's grade.
No.
Put
We were
it
making memories. We were
down.
making memories.
You guys put it down, and you guys had good crew. I mean,
Much
there wasn't
love.
Too many,
It
there
was like
wasn't
it was
too
a
much
lot of
beef.
love.
That's
No,
why.
There wasn't a lot
almost
of
none.
That's what I
Almost none.
That's what I like.
And my grade was a lot like that. We didn't have a lot of beef at all. Everybody kicked it, but dude, we chilled. I mean, we didn't drink like crazy.
You could
I mean,
roll through our party. I mean, not some people might get a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But for the most
Get that
part,
Heisman?
but at the same time, we could roll to a party, and it'd just be like, "Come on in."
Come on
You know, like,
in.
try and say no.
You guys
we
were
were having a good time.
We were having a good time. You know, I would
You guys
say
were a
this about
rowdy
our
crew.
grade. Males only. I'm not going to say this about the females because there was more cliquishness.
Yeah.
But males only. dude,
Everybody got along.
we didn't give a fuck. I mean, we were in there like swimwear, trying to have a good time. Usually fucked up.
Oh yeah,
You know.
Oh,
we were just having a good time.
oh,
man.
having a
usually,
good time.
usually fucked up.
Always.
You guys stayed. It was the Stay Crunk crew, 2003.
Get crunk,
drinking,
stay
dude.
crunk.
You guys were impressive.
Parsons' basement, your
Oh, my
basement.
God, doing math problems with Parsons. That's what I would tell my mom. I'm going to do math. And I would
We
show
were
up
not doing math.
drunk back.
Oh man, Parsons' basement was great. Had NBA 2K6.
2K6?
Paul Pierce, dude.
You guys weren't
Truth?
playing 2006.
Yeah, you remember that? Or not 2003,
2K2.
2002. Yeah.
I was like, what are you guys talking? First of all, I remember Inside Drive 2002. Dude, Paul Pierce on the cover, dude. Stockton would spray, dude. People forget about Stockton in those later years.
Ricky's backyard, your basement, Parsons' basement,
Sonny's house.
Sonny's house.
The whole
We used to
crew.
walk down the hallway and people, you just walk up and like, is it a sunny day? I'm like, yeah. And that just meant everybody go over there.
Isn't it beautiful?
It was fun. It was a simple time.
That
but
was a
I mean,
debauchery.
yeah.
Sonny's house
It was
a debauchery.
it was crazy, but I mean, I think it's better now. It was fun. Don't get me wrong, but life is much better now, I believe.
Yeah, I agree.
It's good. High school was good. It was a good memories. And before we close out, too, I don't know if anybody has any closing thoughts or anything like that.
Well, I'm just happy. I woke up today happy knowing that Dave's going to be here. I'm just happy to have him here.
It's good to see some familiar faces. So we're recording this on a tough day for me, and I always want to give a shout out. This would have been Brandon Honner's 29th birthday. My best friend in the world passed away in 2008, and he would be 29. And not a day goes by that I don't think about him. And it's nice to have some Cincinnati connections here.
Oh, yes.
Today to just think about the good old days.
Yeah.
Because you guys' memories are yours, and I always have the same memories with my boys, and Brandon was in that, and you guys knew Brandon too.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic, man.
Rest in peace. I knew the whole family. Played
Yeah.
baseball with the family.
That family, you knew one of
You
them.
want to talk
knew them
about
all.
you want to
Yeah.
talk about Cincinnati?
They roll deep. They're very.
You want to talk
tight
about Blue
group.
Ash?
Yeah.
You're not talking about Cincinnati.
Specifically.
You're talking about Blue Ash, dude.
Yeah,
That shit. That's the Honners.
That's Honor. No. So I mean, rest in peace. Obviously, a hero. To me, the only closing thought I would have is, I love listening to you guys, man. I mean, it's nostalgic, as we talked about before. It brings me back to the Natty, and I think this was a great idea, and I appreciate that you guys have kept it up. I'm surprised at how much you've kept it up, because to be honest with you, both of you are degenerates. You committed to this, which is impressive. And keep it up, man. You guys put out some good shit. You fuck up every once in a while. John's a Mets guy, and that's something that he'll never really get over.
I can't wait
But-
till these mics turn off
John's
and
gonna
we're gonna
swing
get
on
fucking
both of
real.
Well, and you're going to get taken up by the government at some point. But other than that, the shit's funny. You talk about little breezies and weird shit, and I love it. So I
We're
appreciate
just trying to
you
give
doing
the people what they want,
That's it.
and that's good to hear. Honestly,
Yeah, man.
thank you for saying that.
And we gotta, yeah, for sure. And it's great to see just the Natty connection. I think the one thing that I always find is a common thread when I see some people that I haven't seen in a long time from Cincinnati is that it's almost like we just picked up the conversation from yesterday.
Just like that.
We haven't seen you in what? You came out about a year and a
I
half
know
ago,
exactly
maybe
the
2
last
years?
time I saw him was the night before Libby Ray, your daughter, was born.
it. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
my
yeah.
God.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right. That's
2
right.
years ago
That was
then,
a
right?
tumultuous time.
How old
A
is
year
she?
and a half-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
beautiful.
mean, and I remember telling you guys, this could go down, and it went down.
And you
And
dipped.
your boy was on a
I
plane.
remember you were supposed to that night that it happened. You were supposed to stay at our house, sleep on the. We were going to
Yeah.
go out that night.
Supposed to be chilling and was not chilling.
I'll never
Was
forget the
at
last time I
gonna
saw
go
you. You were in a
ham-bone.
cab leaving the bar we were at, and yeah, got that text early morning. Like, dude, my wife is in labor. I'm going home.
I am not coming back. I am not going to the bar tonight.
Was she upset with you?
No. I mean, we talked about it quite a bit. No, here's the thing. Women, when they get pregnant, they, obviously because of all the hormones and everything, it's just a lot, right? And so we had all these conversations about this trip. For those who don't know, my daughter was born 3 weeks early, so it wasn't.
Right, it was early. It
It
wasn't
was
like
not.
that.
It wasn't exactly planned,
Right.
And she was born naturally. It wasn't a bad situation medically or anything. She was just early. So I had this business trip, And my wife and I talked about it, and I told her, like, I'm willing to not, I'm not going to go, whatever. She was like, it's the first one. First one is usually late, actually, statistically. And she's like, first one, it's going to be late, just go, right? And then the day before I left, she was like, I got a bad feeling, don't go. And I'm like, I can't not go now. Like,
she knows her body.
We've been talking about this for 6 months.
Right.
Like, what do you, I can't not go now. So I went. She kept me on the text message, hit me with that text that was very alarming. And I was at breakfast with some cats, and I was like, yeah.
You were with some people when you
I
got the
didn't even
text?
say goodbye. I just got up from the table and hit it on the fucking Irish goodbye. Got on the phone with my administrative assistant and said, get me the first flight out of Phoenix. I don't care what it costs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was out. That was it.
Power moves, dude.
Landed.
Papa says power moves.
straight to the
I've seen him on the phone. He's great on the phone.
Oh, dude. Power moving.
You should see him in cars.
day.
Landed and went straight to the hospital.
One of the best days of your life, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheers
Strong
to that.
move. Strong move.
Cheers to that. Life
Well, yeah, let's...
is a beautiful thing. To knowing you guys for way too long. John, I've known you my whole fucking life.
I've known you even longer.
And we still are getting to know each other.
I actually think statistically you've known each other the exact same amount of time.
Yeah.
We got a
But
great
that's okay.
picture of John actually meeting me for the first time. We'll post that.
Was
when
he
the
wearing a
time's
Mets
right.
jacket?
Jesus Christ. You guys are younger brothers. You don't get it. I remember this
Yeah,
kid
no,
as
I
a
don't.
little... you don't understand that part of it.
No, I don't. I mean, I understand the dad
understand.
part of it.
You don't
know?
understand that part of it.
I've seen a bunch of movies.
That's true. You do watch a lot of films.
That's all you got to do is watch a movie and understand the feelings. You watch a movie, you understand how it goes. I remember meeting you, you piece of shit.
Yeah, it was a dark
The
day.
best
for
thing
John.
that ever happened
That
to
was
you.
a
That's
dark
what it was,
day. For
that
John.
my mom sent that picture. You know what Mike said? Piece of shit that he is. He said, it looks like he's looking at baby Jesus. Completely full of himself.
The second coming.
Dude, coming at the throne.
Hey, coming at
You're
the
coming
throne.
at the throne.
Coming
Let's
at the
turn these
king.
mics off and get real.
You best not miss. All right.
Play us out.
We'll
You want
play
me to
us
do it live?
to play us out. Are we tired of being alone? No. How does Let's Stay Together? We can't follow that with Tired of Being Alone. Love and Happiness, though.
Oh,
I think
Happiness
it's super
is a strong
important.
track. Strong
And I
track.
think that that's a theme that all of us like to live by.
Love
nice
and
thing-
happiness.
That's it.
One thing that I feel like keeps us always together, and when we see each other, I think we're all in the common thread. Positive push.
Positive push.
We're all about
Positive
positive
push.
Absolutely.
All right. Love and Happiness by Al Green is going to be able to let you guys know that. This has been episode 72. Big thank you to David. What's your whole name again?
David Anthony Stanislaus Suszko.
I'm John
First.
Scott Turner.
I'm Michael James Turner.
Let's do it.
We'll see you guys next week. Holla.
Who dat?
Love and happiness. Celebrate it.
Much love and respect.
Love the ones you got.
Love and happiness. Yeah. Something that can make you do wrong, make you do right. Yeah. Love. Love and happiness. But wait a minute, something's going wrong. Someone's on the phone, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, talking about how she can make it right. Yeah, yeah. Happiness is when you really feel good about somebody. There's nothing wrong being in love with someone. Yeah. Oh, baby. Love and happiness. Love and happiness. Oh. together. Yeah. See each other. Walk away with victory. Yeah. Oh, baby. Love and happiness. Oh, yeah. Love and happiness. Oh. Hey, hey, hey. Make you do right. And love will make you do wrong. And make you come home early. Make you stay out all night long. Oh, love. Wait a minute. Let me tell you. Power, love. Hey, hey, hey. Make you do right. Love will make you do wrong. Yeah.
Love and happiness. Love and happiness.
You see, love.
Love and happiness. Love and happiness.
Make you wanna dance. Love and happiness. Love is. Wait a minute. Love is. Walking together. Talking together. Saying together. Saying together. Yeah. Saying what I'm on. I'm on for love. I'm on for love. I'm on for love. Talking about.
Hey, you'll listen to another show on the 4-Odd Radio Network. For more shows, you can go and check out 4oddradio.com. How they say?